Hey, how are you? I hope you're well. So let's talk about Midnight Sun, starring Bella Thorne and Patrick... Oh, no way. Spoilers, as usual. So first things first, this movie is not based on a real story, but it is a remake of the 2006 Japanese film Song to the Sun, which makes sense because while I was pretty disappointed with the movie, it wasn't really because of the story. There were some aspects of it I really liked, like how she could name all the stars and how far away they were.
What about that one over there?
That one's called Altair. And it's 16 light years away, which means the light we're seeing now was actually created when we were 2.
I think that was pretty cool, and it made sense with her character. A lonely girl who can only go outside at night would know the stars. I really liked that. And had the movie been better, I probably would have cried. So, because I don't trust Hollywood, I didn't know that the movie was a remake until after I watched and researched all this, so there's that. But I decided to research XP a bit because I wanted to know how they did with the whole representation thing, so here we go. But before, just know that I am stupid. I just did some research, so I could have read things wrong or misinterpreted things, so I could be wrong about stuff. This is a dummy tries to explain XP. I'm just reading some articles that will be linked in the description. XP, or xeroderma pigmentosum, is a rare disease that causes extreme sensitivity to sunlight. People with XP must take extreme measures to protect their skin from UV light, anything that emits UV light, so the sun and even some light bulbs can damage their skin. Exposure to sunlight will cause dry skin and changes to its coloring. This is where the name xeroderma pigmentosum comes from. Exposure to sunlight will cause skin cancer, and most kids with XP who have been exposed to sunlight will get skin cancer by the time they're 10. Most people with XP will get many skin cancers throughout their lives. They are also at an increased risk for other cancers like brain tumors. People with XP also have problems with their eyes. They're extremely sensitive to the sun, which same light eye struggle. Sun exposure can cause other issues like cataracts or cancer on the eyelid. About 30% of people with XP will develop neurological issues like hearing loss, poor coordination, difficulty walking, movement issues, and loss of intellectual function, and difficulty swallowing, talking, and seizures. Which, at the end of the movie, Katie did have this, so there's that. That's a real thing. It's pretty interesting because they didn't do a terrible job, it seems. I found an article of a teenage girl who has XP. Her mother said it was pretty difficult to avoid the sun at first. Whenever she went out, even for a minute, she had to be covered head to toe. She said that even with their precautions, she's had 26 skin cancers removed. So for the movie, there definitely was some dramatic effects because from the way they described it, I literally thought she was gonna drop dead within minutes of being in the sun.
And I can't go out in the sun, like, at all. Go, Charlie, go!
Katie! Katie! Katie!
Or maybe I'm just dumb. But it sounds like it wasn't horribly misrepresented. I don't know though, again, I'm not a doctor, nor do I have XP, and I'm really not even that smart. I'm doing my best, okay? So with all that, I think the real problem of the movie, besides some of the dialogue, is the acting. Katie and Charlie don't have any chemistry.
Look, we can either have come all the way to this new city underneath the stars and you don't play me a song, or we can continue to have the greatest night of our lives.
Are you hungry? Because I'm hungry, and you're always hungry. I put my hair up, I slap my lipstick on. I can't decide what to wear.
I honestly don't even have a problem with how awkward Katie is at first because she's homeschooled and has one friend. Wow, me too. Of course she's gonna be awkward. Take it from me, I was homeschooled from grades 6 to 10. I know, homeschoolers are awkward. The acting, it fell flat for me. This movie definitely falls into the sick kid romance YA genre, but for once it's not terrible because of mountains of misinformation or romanticization of being sick. It's just kind of boring, which is a shame. It's not often that this specific genre isn't terrible for those reasons. There was some unrealistic things, like Katie's one YouTube video getting 2 million views in 2 weeks somehow.
Up next, we have a song that is blowing up on YouTube with over 2 million views in just 2 weeks. Get ready to hear it all over the airwaves. Just remember, you heard it here first.
As if the algorithm would push one video some random dude posted and then never checked again. And then they put it on the radio? Whatever. I mean, it was cute at the end to see her dad happy, I guess. I'm being a real downer. But come on, 2 million views of a singing video within 2 weeks, and it's the first one ever posted? No. Okay, for the characters, I don't really know what it is, but I just did not get attached to them. I didn't even get attached to Katie, which is weird because I honestly get attached to any character really easily. Oh my gosh, I hated the monologue at the beginning. It really spelled it out for us. Like, I don't think I've ever heard a monologue hold our hand that much.
I have this reoccurring dream. I'm a little girl sitting with my mom, and she's singing to me. When I wake up, I miss the dream. I want so badly for this dream to be real, but that would be impossible because my mom died when I was really little. And I can't go out in the sun, like, at all.
Usually it starts out with like a metaphor or something, but Homegirl was literally like, "Hi, my name's Katie. I put my red hair up into a messy bun and look at the mirror at my pale skin. I have a disease called XP. I see my guitar behind me and think of my mother who died when I was a child. I hear my dad, whom I love, call me downstairs. Someone's at the door. It's Harry Styles? This is your new family, my dad says. They've adopted you. The rest of One Direction appears behind Harry. I grab my guitar and..." Okay, sorry, I'm done. It was just like that though. It just spelled everything out for us. I guess it did start out with her dream, which ended up being her afterlife, but I don't know. It was just too straight up, which, yeah, it's a nitpick, but I am nothing if not annoyingly nitpicky. Final thoughts. It's not the worst movie in the world, I guess. Dismiss was way worse, obviously. It's alright. I just didn't like it that much. I do want to watch the original to see how they compare. I guess the movie was exactly what I expected. Meh. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Had you heard of XP before watching this movie? Actually, that's a good thing it's doing, you know, spreading awareness, so I'll give it that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later.